Talk to your doctor. One option your doctor may consider is adding ABILIFY. Only ABILIFY is FDA approved to treat depression.
ABILIFY. Many of us have seen the commercials involving ABILIFY, an anti-psychotic drug. But what happens if one of the side effects occurs and somebody suffers bad injury or death? Is ABILIFY responsible? Well, that takes us to this week's case. It involves a real man, 23 years old, worked as a security guard in Washington, D.C. And he had been taking ABILIFY for 6 months. Been working as a security guard. In his job as a security guard, he was issued a firearm. Well, after 6 months of taking ABILIFY, he killed himself. His family brought suit against ABILIFY and also against the security agency he worked for, contending that first, ABILIFY knew that suicide was a possible side effect of their drug, and secondly, that the security company should have done a better background check on him to see if he had some psychotic difficulties that possibly could have resulted in him taking his own life if he had a gun. Well, the case went forward, and it was thrown out of court at the trial level before anything happened, because the guys on the other side said, you know, this case isn't properly pled. Now, when you bring a suit, when you actually sue somebody, it's necessary to have a complaint. And in the complaint, the formal legal document, you set forth what somebody has done wrong in your opinion. And in this instance, the complaint, according to the trial court, did not have sufficient grounds to bring claim against either ABILIFY or the security agency. The complaint said that ABILIFY was an antipsychotic drug. A known side effect was possible suicide. But it did not say how ABILIFY and its manufacturer could have better warned of this, could have changed the drug in any way to make it a drug which would not produce a suicide, or that the drug was inherently dangerous and would produce suicides in all cases. They simply stated that the warning said it is a possibility. Suicide is a possibility. And the court said since that is already recognized by the people bringing the claim, and since there's no other claims here that show how ABILIFY and the manufacturer was responsible, we don't feel the case can go forward, and it was thrown out. Now, these folks appealed this case, went up on appeal, and the appellate court made the same conclusion and said, hey, there's not enough in that complaint to warrant going forward. You failed to state a cause of action, and it was thrown out. Okay, so what do we learn from this case? What do we learn from this case? A very important point, and that is the complaint that begins the lawsuit is extremely important. Usually there's not a lot of discussion about that, but the way in which what are referred to in the law, the causes of action, are stated makes all the difference in the world. In this case, they were not sufficiently stated to state a cause of action, something wrong that the guys on the other side did, and the court said, you can't go forward. You just can't go forward. So before you can even get to first base in a lawsuit, you need to have a complaint that properly states what you think is wrong and that there's a plausible cause of action, a plausible reason that the people on the other side are at fault. Okay, very important point. We bring you this point as we bring you points every week and cases every week, so you understand how the law works. I'm David Allen.